Hey everybody, it's Barry here with Southern RV. We're on our sales lot where we've recently received a brand new Rockwood Signature 8324 SB. This is a front living travel trailer and it has got loads of goodies. We're going to get into it. We're going to look at the outside and the inside. So buckle up, let's check this thing out. Okay, so when we first start walking up to it, one of the things that I notice is that we have this molded front cap here and an automotive grade windshield up there. Now that window goes into the living room. Like I said, it's a front living model, so it's going to have opposing slides right up front. And you can see here and here, those are going to have your sofas in them. The other thing that's really cool here is they've incorporated this great rock guard down low. And if we look down, you'll notice that we have a large battery box. This is capable of hosting 2 batteries. Now this does have a fiberglass sidewall and it is aluminum framed, so it's built with that typical construction that we see across the industry in some of our nicer travel trailers. And here what we see is that this has a full self-leveling system. So this trailer is capable of leveling itself. And we'll pan down here and you take a look at that. That's the leveling jacks. So it can lift up the trailer with those jacks and actually level it out. They are running on a rack and pinion style slide system. Those are super reliable and have been on the industry a pretty long time. We notice that this is solar prepped. It's got solar on the side for a Go Power solar kit. That's good for topping off your battery. It's rated at 20 amps. Now, one of the things I think is cool is straight from the factory on these Rockwood Signatures. Notice up here that we've got slide toppers. So those are already pre-installed. It's not something that we put on after the fact like a lot of the units that we see. This one has a very large electric awning. One of the cool things about this specific electric awning is that it has this aluma-guard cover. So when it's rolled in, that is going to be metal covering up the awning. Outside, because this is a front living, they've cut away that outside front pass-through storage. However, they've made up for it in a couple of places. Notice that we have this guy here that's up under the seat of the kitchen, so that's storage that's accessible from the outside. There is a spare tire with this unit. It's hanging below. Notice that we do have an enclosed underbelly. It's nice and clean up there. And we're running on torsion axles instead of leaf springs. Torsion axles give a nice smooth ride. Lots of people really love them. Those are some pretty wheels that it's got on there. And we've got the MorRyde step above entry. So that's the solid step. It makes connection with the ground. Both of these, notice that we have 2. That's something that's not that standard either. Normally when there's a secondary entrance, we see just fold down steps. Now these MorRyde steps are equipped, let me open the screen door here, with the strut assist. That's what this is here. And that's what allows it to easily go in and out. So notice that I'm not even holding it. It has its own weight. It's holding itself up and quickly lifting itself into place. Pretty easy to do, easy to pull down and operate. Let's set that in the down position there. And we'll keep pushing around the camper here. There are the rear stabilizer jacks. Both entrances have nice large handles for getting up and down into it, so access is relatively easy. They do have awning lights in the form of LEDs up top. Here we notice that we've got a TV mount, some outside speakers, and this rail that's right here. That's good for hooking up. It comes with a table or a griddle that you can hook up to. If you do hook a TV up outside, we've got power and cable all right here. And if you hook up your griddle right here, notice that we have our propane quick connect right there on the end as well. This is kind of a cool little feature that they've built into it. There is a hose port or spray port on this side of the camper for hosing things off if you need to. As we push around to the back, we look up to the top and notice that this is pre-wired for a backup camera. We have a ladder that heads up to the roof. It is fully walkable. And then down low down here, we have a 2-inch receiver hitch that's rated at 300 pounds. So that's going to allow you to carry a bike rack or like a cargo rack, something of that nature. Notice that we have frameless windows. On this back slide out, we have extra storage. This up on the underside, there's the hose for the spray port that we were talking about a little bit earlier. On the back side of the camper, we've got our hookups. We do have an outside shower here. And then down low, you've got all of your sewer hose connections and things of that nature, as well as your low point drain valves readily accessible. So that's pretty slick. I do like the fact that they've put the outside shower right there next to the sewer hose. You can kind of hose yourself off after you've taken care of that dump station duty. As we push on up to the front, this is going to be the slide where our refrigerator is located, and they've done something kind of cool here for mechanics, technicians, anybody that needs to have access to that residential refrigerator. There it is. You can get to the ice line, the power supply, all that good stuff is right here. Everything's on a slam latch on outside, so pretty nice all the way around. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's go in and check out the inside of this front living travel trailer. Okay, so as we first hop up inside, one of the things that we notice that immediately to our right when we come through the door is this high top table. This is going to be the main dining table. It has kind of a booth side that had that storage under it that we saw outside. 2 high top chairs. Those are great because we can see over this little bar here straight to the TV in the front living room. The kitchen features solid surface countertops. We've got some nice glassed in cabinetry up there, and then some wood-styled cabinetry down low. The sink has solid surface covers, so if we lift this up, we'll see that we have a dual basin stainless steel sink. And those sink covers are just there to give you extra counter space should you need them. They have incorporated some other cool features, like this guy. You need power or USB, there it is. Pretty slick. Pushing to the right of that, we have our stove. There's a 3-burner under that glass top and the oven down low. If we move up, we've got our microwave. Now, the cool thing, as I pointed out outside, this is a residential refrigerator. That's an LG refrigerator, so it's nice and big. I can really dig that. It's got the freezer compartment down low and then the 2 big doors. In our living room, we have a nice electric fireplace underneath the television/entertainment center with the sound bar mounted down beneath it. Notice that we do have a couch on either side, as well as storage up above and around the entertainment center. Now, there is seating directly across from the TV in the form of this theater seating here. Now, those do recline, and it has electric lumbar support, so that's pretty cool. One thing I'd like you to notice too is the enormity of the windows here. We've got a lot of them, so running all the way across and up to the front, and then if I pan back around this way, we've got them on this side of the room too. So in temperate weather, opening these up and getting a cross breeze is actually going to be pretty cool. One thing I want to show you guys about this living room that I really like, even though it's a couple's coach and it's really kind of built more specifically for just two people, both of these couches will let out into beds. Here, I'll demonstrate that for you right now. We simply remove the back cushions, flip out the legs, and then the back can simply just drop down. Now this is all cush padded foam, so it's going to sleep pretty well. You could also add a topper to it if you wanted to, just to make it sleep even better. Because it's opposing slides, we can have both of these open at one time. So there it is. We have the potential to sleep 3, maybe 4 people in the living room as guests if you needed to. Now that TV is on a televator, so at the touch of a button it will go down, revealing that front windshield that's behind it. Let's push on up towards the front. Excuse me, the back of the trailer. As we come into the hallway, we notice that we have our thermostat, some main light switches right through the door, and our primary control panel. One thing that I think is cool about this primary control panel is that it has a panel power switch. So if I hold this down, it will shut off everything in this panel that is controllable by it. That means if you've got kids with you and you're worried about them touching this, you can shut it down and then they're not going to be able to mess with it. This first door that's here in the hallway, that's going to be our bathroom. Down low, we've got a foot flush toilet. We've got a nice large closet space that's next to our glass shower. So that's going to allow you to store a good handful of things. It's good and deep. It's got a couple shelves in there. The shower itself, again, glass enclosure. We open it up. We see that we've got some spots to set some stuff. A nice handheld wand for showering off. It's pretty spacious inside. There is a medicine cabinet with some storage to the right of it. A nice little makeup light up top. Stainless steel sink. And some more storage down below. This is a pass-through bathroom, so that means that we can go from the hall here into the main area from the bathroom, or as you can see straight through there, it can go right into the bedroom. That second door that was outside, this one, comes up into our master bedroom. The master features a Serta king bed. And notice that we've got plenty of windows here. You've got one on each side of the bed too, so we can open those up for a nice cross breeze in the evening. There's plenty of lighting in here, but if someone wants to sit up and read at the end of the evening, there's a couple of nice little reading lights as well. Notice that we've got power on each side of the bed, as well as a light switch that's easily accessible. So charging your phone shouldn't be an issue, and they've put in these secondary little shelf units at the top of the bed in addition to the small arm units as well. So those are going to allow you to store a cup of water, whatever else you might need. At the foot of the bed, we have some space, a little end table type space for setting things up. You've got plenty of drawers down low and a big closet up top. The big closet, let's open it up here. So this one's just simply a hanging closet. As you can see, we've got a nice hanging rail up top and it's pretty deep. You could subdivide that into shelves if you wanted to. On this side, let's open it up. We've still got the same setup, but you notice that we're plumbed for a combo unit washer dryer. It can be vented, so they've marked the spot to run your venting out as well. And there is a box that contains the griddle that comes with this for cooking outside. So guys, this trailer is pretty slick. It's one of our cooler Rockwood signatures that we have in right now. It's very, very residential. You should come check it out in person here at Southern RV. We're at 324 Industrial Boulevard in McDonough, Georgia. Or you can visit us online at southernrv.com. Until next time, happy camping.